2015 was a tough year for the insurance market in the United Arab Emirates. Stiff competition, increased regulatory compliance, and a drop in premium rates has demonstrated that only those who have excelled in their internal and external controls are the ones who stand out from the crowd. Here today to talk about the governance challenges faced in the region is Mr. Andrew Smith, CEO of RAK Insurance. Andrew, it's great to talk to you again. So firstly, please can you tell us what governance improvements has RAK Insurance undertaken in the last 12 months, and has it helped reinforce an ethical culture?
Yes, over the last 12 months we've really continued to build on the culture of corporate governance within the company. We've introduced a number of new measures. We've increased our training and development of existing staff. But I think more importantly, what we've tried to do is at the very top of the business, from the senior management team down, is to actually create an environment where corporate governance has become a more standard and conventional way of doing business.
Are you able to quantify the benefit of implementing a corporate governance model in RAK Insurance?
Yeah, I think we can. Over the last 3 years, we've continually grown the business. We've outperformed the market in the UAE in many ways, and we've been able to do that in a controlled way. We've been able to control how our business has grown. A strong corporate governance environment has helped us mitigate the risks that can be associated with growing a business in what is a very competitive and dynamic environment. A corporate governance infrastructure effectively provides the framework in which you can grow a business and be reasonably assured that you're doing it in the right ethical way.
In what's seen as an industry first for the region, RAK Insurance elected its first female board member. What message does this send out to the market?
The importance of board diversity, I think, is one that is growing in the Middle East. I'd like to say, rather than just looking at gender diversity, we need more diversity on the boards at different levels, whether that be background, nationality or age. A diverse board provides much more control of what's going on in the organisation, but also gives the business more opportunity because you're getting more direction and more support from the board from a broader base. So I'm all for improving diversity at the board. Bringing on a female to our board for the first time is a great step, and hopefully we can continue to show the market in the Middle East that diversity on the board and gender diversity is very important.
Do you believe that corporate governance is gaining traction and momentum in the UAE?
Yes, I do. We've seen in recent months and in recent years a change in the regulatory environment, and I think as a result of that, companies that are embracing corporate governance will be those that survive and those that thrive in what is a very competitive environment. So corporate governance is definitely a massively important area that businesses have to get right. I don't think we're there yet, but I think the right messages are coming across. I think people and businesses are taking the right steps.
How important is the role of a board secretary in a public stock company?
Very important. I think the role of a board secretary is much more than what has been traditionally valued, which is it's a secretarial and administrational role. The board secretary, in my opinion, acts as the link between the various stakeholders in the organisation, whether that be the shareholders, the chairman, board of the directors or the management. So the role of a board secretary is more than just administration, it's guidance, it gives advice, also helps the organisation remain within the defined rules and regulations that are now coming in, and to make sure that the business can continue to trade ethically and within regulation.
The UAE insurance regulator has stepped up its compliance programmes to fall in line with international standards. What procedures has the company put in place to ensure that it stays ahead of the regulatory curve?
We foresaw the changes coming from the regulator, and we made some changes in 2014 and during 2015 in preparation really for 2016. Areas that we looked at which had been slightly ignored previously were areas of risk, areas of compliance and areas of actuarial pricing and analysis. Over the last year we've looked at making that part of our core strategy. So we now have a very strong corporate governance, risk, compliance, legal and actuarial framework within the company.
RAK Insurance has in place a robust enterprise-wide risk management framework. Can you tell us why this is so important when implementing the company's overall risk strategy?
A strong ERM or enterprise risk management framework is massively important if the business is going to continue to grow where you understand the risks. And it isn't just risks associated directly to our industry, which is insurance. It's all of those other risks that come as part of a business that is growing. The framework enables the company and those within the organisation to operate within the delegated authority that is set by the board of directors. Without a framework, I think it becomes very difficult to grow a business in a long-term, stable way without it.
And 2015 was a challenging year for the Middle Eastern insurance market. How has the company responded to these external pressures, and what makes RAK Insurance stand out from the crowd?
I think there's a couple of areas that we've been very good at, pride ourselves on. One is our agility to change. We're an able business, we're an agile business, and therefore we're able to adapt fairly quickly, changing regulation, changing market environment, consumer requests and consumer expectations. Our agility has helped us meet those demands full on. I think the other one is innovation and challenging the norm. We've been very innovative over the last 3 years, and in 2015 we started to go live with a number of online products, which is uncommon in the UAE, and it's something that we are looking to develop in 2016, 17 and beyond. So I think agility and innovation are key to the success of the organisation.
And finally, Andrew, what does the future hold for RAK Insurance and its stakeholders?
I think we'll continue to prosper, continue to grow, and to continue to challenge the conventional way of doing business in the UAE within the insurance sector. I think we will continue to embrace compliance and regulation. We have to. We will get better at it. And I think really we will look to grow the business steadily over the next few years, execute the plans that have been put in place by the board of directors and the senior management team. And hopefully at the end of that, we'll have a sound business going forward for all the stakeholders, including shareholders, staff and the customers.
Well, all that's left for me to do, Andrew, is to present RAK Insurance with the Ethical Boardroom Award for Best Corporate Governance Middle East 2016. Congratulations.
Thank you very much, Susie. It's an honour and I'm very proud to receive this for the second year running. Thank you very much.